Oh, welcome to the KNBR Lounge. Larry Krueger, Marty Lurie. We're going to talk, guess what? Giants baseball. And the report card for the Giants at roughly the 30-game mark, coming off of the road trip. It was a good trip to finished up in Cincinnati. Rockies, of course, coming in over the weekend. Marty will be out on the patio with Pecan doing his thing. And roughly 30 games in, Marty. What do you think? Give us a report card on this team.
Well, it's about a fifth of the season. And, you know, we always talk over the winter, what should they do and all that. And the first thing I always tell you is look at the opposition. Look at the West and see what they've got going. And I think the West is really jumbled up. The Dodgers have struggled. Other than Kershaw, they have trouble with their pitching. Boy, look at Arizona with Greinke and Miller and what's happened there. You look at San Diego, you know, they're really struggling. And now Colorado comes in, which is maybe the most interesting team to me because they can give you some trouble on the road now. But when it's all said and done, the Giants are in terrific shape. I really do. I think when you look at their pitching staff, the top three are solid. They're going to give 200 innings each, I think, to the Giants. 4 and 5, still a work in progress. Bullpen is pretty good. But what I love about this team, Larry, and I'll tell you this, I watched the Yankees for a long time. Growing up, I watched them. I watched them in the 90s. They never took an at-bat off. They played every game like the 7th game of the World Series. And this offense is coming together for me. The identity of the offense I really like. A couple of injuries right now, but the way they battle, the way they get deep in a count, they don't swing and miss. You know, and then all of a sudden the pitchers are up to 70 pitches in the third inning and all that. This bodes well for the rest of the season, and I think that's the key to me. The offensive identity has come together. The 3 starters have come together, and the young bullpen, Bochy will have to nurture along the way.
Yeah, no, I think it's well said. I mean, the rotation is fronted by horses. I mean, they got real horses. Johnny Cueto, Bumgarner, and obviously Samardzija. Samardzija's stuff in his last start in Cincinnati was overwhelming, and you heard Buster Posey talking about it. So you got to love the top of the rotation. And come playoff time, you know, that's going to be an exciting thing. 4 and 5. How long can they go with Kane and Peavy? Peavy was hit pretty hard today. He did kind of rebound in the middle innings, but Kane, I know, is trying to make his way back, but I think he's gone like a dozen starts without winning. So that's a big question mark. You're right, though, about the lineup. This is one of the more difficult Giant lineups to navigate, not because you have dangerous hitters, but you have professional hitters, grinders, guys who use the whole field, guys who make contact. They're one of the great contact teams in all of baseball right now. So I don't really have a lot of concerns because, as you said off the rip, the division hasn't run away from them. The division's right there. Everybody's having their issues, and it's very tightly jumbled. So I do think Bobby Evans is going to be on the phone earlier than normal for a veteran reliever. I think they'd like to add a veteran piece to that bullpen. I just got the sense from talking to him. But other than that, I don't believe they're in a rush to make a decision with Kane and Peavy, even though they have Stratton and Mejia and Block, according to Bobby, had a great start last time out. But I don't think they're in any kind of rush to go to these guys. I think they're going to give Kane and Peavy all of May and maybe all of June. We'll see. I think I would make a move in early June if they're still not doing it. But, you know, I think the Giants are very patient. I think they're going to show patience with these guys probably into the middle of the summer.